Hello everybody, Melissa from Sovereign Planet here. I wanted to share my thoughts on the whole Nikki M thing, I don't want to share her name in full, but I'm sure you know who I'm talking about, regarding the medication. Still having to work our way around the words, but I'm sure you follow what I'm saying. And I wanted to say that I'm really surprised at the amount of people that are, cheering her on. We have to remember who these people are, who they come from, and who they work for. Her entire career is based upon distorted, manipulative, satanic, hidden agendas of the opposing forces. She is very much aligned to the agendas of the controllers. And I mean, it's pretty obvious. She's a very easy one to spot. You just have to watch a couple of her videos and full straight away who she stands for. And when we have celebrities like that who suddenly, start vouching for what appears to be opposition from the dark forces, we have to remember who they are, who they work for, and the fact that these people sold their soul to the Matrix, to the devil, literally, okay? All they have left are heavily distorted and negative egos. This is all they have left, if that. And so when they start talking about things that seemingly are opposing their masters, don't think they're breaking free. We have seen those who have tried to break free. Michael Jackson dead, Whitney Houston dead. We have Kanye West full on gone now, Britney Spears full on gone now as well. There are so many examples. I'm not gonna start talking about these agendas and how MK Ultra and all that thing work. I recommend The Vigilant Citizen if you want to learn more about these symbols and practices in the pop culture. But my point here is to say that when such celebrities start suddenly having speech, aligning their speech to what seems to be opposing the mainstream narrative, we have to be suspicious. We absolutely have to be suspicious. We cannot be naive. I understand that it is part of human nature to want to forgive, to want to be compassionate, and to want to find the best in people. I 100% understand that, and generally speaking, I would agree as well. But we have to be very careful with these people and their pawn, because she is just a pawn, she's not very high in the hierarchy, in their hierarchy. But that doesn't mean she's not aligned to the agenda, quite on the opposite. It's very unlikely she'd be able to talk and the way she is if it wasn't serving the opposing forces, okay? And yes, I think her Twitter account was censored and removed or something like that. I'm not even sure if that's true or not. You can check that out and let me know, actually. But regardless, when these people start talking in this way, there are several possibilities. Either it's controlled opposition. We've seen so much of that with the whole, personally, I think it is, QAnon and Trump, thingy series, which for me is 100% controlled opposition. But we're not going to argue on that. That's besides the point. There are so many other controlled opposition psychological operations, going on in the Matrix, because they try to get people confused, with so much information. They also, the second important thing is division. They try to divide us even more, and this is probably the main one, especially in this particular case. I've shared post by Zubi, who is he mentions that. I will share it again, but they're trying to divide people who have gotten the medication and those who haven't, and this is not what we are looking for. This is not what we should strive for. It doesn't matter who is choosing which timeline. It goes beyond just the medication, to be honest. You can very much have chosen the medication and still strive to ascend, because you were misinformed or whatever other reason. I'm not saying that you should and that this is not going to pose a problem, but it goes a little bit beyond that. And other points are, which these people are full-blown narcissists. Sorry. They are so full of themselves and so self-centered, that any opportunity to get free advertisement, and free promotion and marketing, they will just do it. They have no conviction. They have no moral values. She is saying that she probably doesn't believe it for a dime. She probably doesn't give a sorry, I was going to get a bit rude there, but she probably doesn't care at all, and yeah, it's important for us not to be naive and really put things back into perspective and really remember where these people come from. These opposing forces were given so many chances to rehabilitate themselves, to be realigned to God's source and the organic timelines and the organic processes of the universe. And they refused consistently over and over again. They are where they are now because they chose it 100%. We need to remember that, They are not asking, a lot of them will be pretending to be asking for forgiveness and salvation and whatnot, But these are, again, more manipulative tactics that they're enforcing upon us because they know we are driven by our heart, and that can make us a little bit naive at times. I hope I'm not offending anyone in saying that, this is not my point, this is not my objective there, but I want to be straightforward and honest, We cannot fall for these anymore, We don't have time to waste, we don't have energy to waste anymore, This woman, girl, whatever, this artist, singer, I'm sorry, I have a hard time even calling her that, I don't understand, how it is not so blatantly obvious, that she's not sovereign in any way possible. She belongs 100% to the forces she serves and promotes, There is no way she's able to have this kind of critical, free thinking on her own and be allowed to express them in such a way without there being something behind it, So it may not be a full-blown hidden agenda and control the position thingy, whatever. It may just be about division, and it may just be simply her ego wanting to get free advertisement because, so many of them are like that and have been displaying these traits before, So this is obviously just my humble opinion, and I understand if you don't agree, and it's perfectly fine to tell me so as well, but as long as you're respectful, obviously. But I felt like I needed to share my views for whoever is listening. So, yeah. To be taken with a grain of salt, when these celebrities start, pretending to suddenly have empathy. They are absolutely unable to experience empathy in any way. They do not have that in them. They are not human. Okay, this is highly controversial, I know, but they are not. Okay, so I hope this helps bring some clarity to some of you, and I'm sure a lot of you already are on this page anyway. And thank you for listening, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.